Peace and blessings, everyone. This is Freedom, the sound architect to some, DJ Freedom. I wanted to share this little moment with you via my sweet drives, sweet rides, and also all things mixed to go. Peace and blessings to civilized people everywhere, to all of the human families on the planet. This is a video in response to what's going on with what was said about Charlamagne the God by Star of the Star Report regarding Charlamagne the God being of the nation of gods and earths, and did he study, is he a relevant figure among us? And the answer to that is simply no. He is not a part of the nation of gods and earths. I'm going to put my windows up so you can hear me better. He is a radio personality who represents himself as a part of three people who host a radio show called The Breakfast Club. This show has been on the air for several years. It does very well. They interview lots of important people in various aspects of entertainment, music, film, television, writers, political figures, spiritual, religious people, up and down the circumference of it all. They represent the full spectrum of what's happening, what's trending, as much as they possibly can. And in my humble opinion, they have done a great job over the years. This thing that's going on with Charlamagne the God, that's surfacing now about him having raped a woman and saying that, you know, this is something that he advocates, is something that the 5% do not. And it should be known to you all that there will never be an avocation of raping women. Rape, period, is just not something that is supported by civilized people anywhere on this planet. They wouldn't be civilized people if they advocate that kind of behavior. In fact, any kind of behavior regarding savagery among men and women is not acceptable. We do not accept it. And so, with that being said, I'm not going to go on and on about the same thing, because it's just real simple to me. And it should be simple to anyone listening, watching, and wondering, you know, what are you thinking? If you are a person who listens to this guy speak on his radio show and say to yourself, he's God, because he calls himself God. Listen, anyone can call himself God, anybody. It doesn't make you God. What makes you God is your ways and actions. That's what makes you God. And what makes you God also is the way you think. You have to think a positive thought and then bring the positive thinking into existence. It's a process, and it doesn't come easy to all of us. Some of us never get there. The chosen few. I've heard many times over the years, there's a 5% within the 5%, meaning that there's the 5%, those who profess to be civilized in their ways and actions and their duty and deeds and all that, and then there's those who really embody it. And it's not easy to really embody what goes along with being one of the 5%. You got to do a lot of things and then not do a lot of things. So with that, what that means is what you have to do, what you have to be willing to commit to, is putting your best foot forward in all aspects of your life at all times. And that is not easy. You have to be a good person. You have to think to yourself, I can do better. I can improve on my condition. I can help my family. I will take on the responsibility of being a man. I will do the right thing as much as possible at all times, etc. And I could go on. I'll do another video on that, what it means to be a civilized person, in my humble opinion, and it'll be based on how I do it, how I live. It won't be based on what I think it should be, what I wonder, what I hope, and all of that. It won't be that. But just for now, on a simple, this is about that dude, Charlamagne the God, representing God in his name, but not representing God in his actions, because he's not. So with that, I'm going to just end here for now. I hope this is not, by the way, meant to address everything that is going on with this situation. It's just my opinion about the situation regarding whether Charlamagne is God or not. That's all this is about. And he's not. That's it. Peace to everyone listening, watching, and I hope you are good and be safe in your travels and your everyday existence. Peace.